Welcome back, everybody. It is Fatties Over 40. It's your boy Blanco and my man over here.
What up?
What's up, Jonesy?
What's up, buddy? We're back to doing this shithole not in the studio stuff tonight. It's not very fun.
Mother Nature is a bitch.
I'm tired of this shit, man. I like the snow, but I don't like this cold stuff, man. This is garbage. This is the one thing that sucks about living in the Midwest where we live is Kansas weather is ridiculous. Absolutely retarded.
Yeah, it ain't great. This, what is it right now? It is 10 degrees outside. Yeah, it's getting colder. It
With like a
sucks.
with like a wind chill of like -5. It's dumb.
Yeah, and it's only going to get colder.
Yeah, I know. Tomorrow's supposed to be stupid cold.
Man.
Not looking forward to that either.
No, but we'll try to get through it best we can.
Yep. Nothing's gonna stop us, damn it. We're one episode away from the anniversary episode. So we gotta get this in. We gotta give the people what they want. So let's do this.
Yeah, we're not going to half-ass it. We're virtual, but we will give it the old college try.
Ooh, that's scary. That's scary.
Nah, it's fun.
All right, well, we don't really have a drink today. So viewers out there, you have whatever you want. I'm drinking straight orange juice today because I've been feeling real well and we're not together. So there's really no point to have a drink of the day if we're not there together to share it. So
That's true. I'm not drinking orange juice. I'm drinking Jameson, and it's delicious.
you got a little coffee in there too, or is it just Jameson?
It's Jameson and a little bit of Coke. A
Oh,
splash of the
okay.
Coke today.
Splash of the Coke. Splash of the Coke.
Yeah, I wanted to do something different. So,
I'm not mad at you. You got a hometown favorite with a little bit of Coke. Nothing wrong with that.
yeah,
Nothing wrong with that at all.
it's a good way to have a Friday evening because we're coming to you Friday instead of Thursday.
Right? It's not normal because, well, we have a life and kind of a life. It is what it is.
We have obligations.
That we do. We do have obligations in life. That is true. This video is throwing me off because my eyes look like they're pitch black, like I'm some sort of demon on the damn video. It's weird. It's because of this
Yeah, you
stupid
definitely
hat.
look like somebody from those girls in the scary movies. They always had black
I do.
eyes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what you look like.
I feel like I need a long black wig with a white dress on and turn the lights off and we'd be good.
I just need you to start crawling out of the TV and just be really super creepy. That's it. That's it exactly.
Yep. So I guess there is a
Oh
bonus
man,
to this video because we get to act like assholes. It's fun. Fun
what's
times.
different than every other day?
I don't know. When we're sitting next to each other, we kind of don't act like that. It's a little bit more professional, I feel like. Whereas on
You
here, it's
give
like
us
there's no
way more
rules.
credit. Yeah,
There's
you
no
give me way more
rules.
credit.
I might take my shirt off.
Don't. There's one rule.
There's always one rule. Don't take your shirt off.
It can't be done. Cannot
Yup,
be
yup, yup,
done.
yup.
Hmm.
Well, we're gonna change the format a little bit for today. We're not gonna harp on anything big. We did have some good stories, but because we're not in the studio together, kind of threw us off a little bit. So bear with us. What do you got for us today?
Yeah, so the first thing we had, what's this? Yeah. Coming to us from the Daily Dot, which I feel like is not local. Not that dot, a different dot.
The Daily Dot.
Yeah, it's a DOT, not TTE. So
Oh, oh,
different.
okay, okay.
Where is she from? Doesn't matter. I don't know where she's at. She was traveling. So where she was from didn't really matter. This, I'll just read the headline. Quote, I hate just throwing money away, end quote. Hotel guest orders Texas Roadhouse and the order is a disaster. Why won't she call to complain? So basically, lady was traveling with her kids. She bought a meal, a couple kids' meals, appetizer, roughly $50 is the order. She's in the hotel. Texas Roadhouse shares parking lot. So she goes over, picks it up, comes back, opens it up. Everything's wrong. Things are cold. Not all the items they were supposed to get her in there.
So she got the wrong order.
No, she didn't get the wrong order. It just didn't have everything it was supposed to.
Okay. Okay.
So that's the backdrop of it. And she put it on TikTok, showed people what was going on, and asked, should I complain?
Absolutely.
Or does that make me a Karen?
No, it doesn't make you a Karen. This kind of rolls with our theme that we've had for quite some time now about how you act in restaurants, the food quality in restaurants, and now we're getting to should you or should you not complain? And I think this is a valid complaint. $50 is a lot of money. Texas Roadhouse is really good typically. Don't get me wrong. I will not talk trash about Texas Roadhouse. I love that place. It's not the greatest steakhouse in the world, but it's Texas Roadhouse. You can't expect it to be that great. But
it's a show. Okay. It's a show favorite. Let's be honest.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
We both love Texas Roadhouse, and I have not ever been there and had a bad meal.
Yeah. Like,
ever.
And if you did have a bad meal or something was wrong with your order, not only do they make it right, but they fix it and they do it quickly. And then typically they're like, hey, man, we'll knock something off of here. Like if you got an appetizer, it's free on us. It's on the house. Don't worry about it. And a lot of places don't have to do that. But I kind of appreciate the fact that they do that. And I don't know. I've never had a problem with Texas Roadhouse. And I've been there a lot of times.
I would say we both have been there.
We've been there together a lot of times.
And then separately, also a lot of times.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, like
I will say this. We both said we've never had a bad experience there. I have done a carry out at the store in Topeka.
Mm-hmm.
It was terrible. When we got it home, everything was fucked. So there might be a theme with the Texas Roadhouse Steakhouse.
That very well could be.
Dine-in.
Yeah. Well, I kind of see that in general. If you order takeout, you're risking it. You're straight risking it unless you check everything in that bag before you leave. Same thing with like DoorDash or Uber Eats or anything like that. You're risking getting a bad food order if somebody doesn't check the shit before they leave. I mean,
see, and it shouldn't be, especially
you're right.
If I'm doing like a DoorDash, I'm paying extra for that shit. I bet people double, triple checking that goddamn thing. I'm not trying to pay double the price and not get what I fucking paid for. No, thank you.
I agree with you on that, but you always run that risk because if you're not there to eat the food right in front of you and you can't tell the waitress or the manager or whoever, hey, this is jacked up. But should you complain? Absolutely. You should always complain if there's a legitimate, valid reason to complain. And a messed up food order like you had, 100%. Messed up food order like she did, 100%. That doesn't make you a Karen or a Kevin or whatever other name they have these days for people who complain about stuff. That's for people who complain about shit that's not valid.
Yeah, and I'll say this. I don't want to put blame on her. I don't think she should have had to like look through everything thoroughly. It's your job. I paid you. Put her on the bag. Send it to me. Like send me on my way. However, in this instance, if she calls, says, hey, can I talk to our manager? She's polite about it and just goes, hey, you missed this, and I didn't get this, and everything else was cold. Like, that's a valid reason to call in. And you should, I know she's traveling. I bet there's a Texas Roadhouse back home. So they can comp that meal or give her gifts and take me or whatever. They can do something to make it right.
Well, and I think the other thing about this that maybe if it was me and the hotel is in the same parking lot as Texas Roadhouse, my ass is walking right back over there because it's not that far, and I'm going to fix the shit right then and there.
Maybe. If it's
it's happening.
It is 10 degrees.
I don't care.
Happy ass
no, I am. No, I am. Because if they're going to jack my order up to where I can't just like look past it and then I'm going to put it on TikTok and I'm going to make a video about it, yeah, I'm going to take it back. Like, if it was like down the street, yeah, I wouldn't probably take it back. But if it's in the same parking lot or in the same hotel, yeah, well, I'm going right back down there. I'm calling and be like, hey, meet my ass halfway. Bring it out to me, and I will meet you in the parking lot. I won't even make you have to come all the way over. I will trade you bags up. It'll be a deal. Like, here you go. Here you go. We're out. That's how I'm handling that.
You gonna call the wife? Say, wife,
I am.
call Texas Roadhouse. Tell them I'm on the way. On the way. Let's go.
That's a nice fish. Big ass eyes. That's a nice fish.
Yes, sir.
Speaking
I'm
of
glad you
which,
pointed it the right direction.
I did.
And it
I
wasn't all
had to
thrown
make
off
sure
at the
because I'm
camera.
like,
He's like, is that? Yes, it is. I always run the risk of that. Like on camera, I'm like, yes, that's the right hand.
well, I almost did this, and I was like, oh, I'll screw that up. I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta go.
Oh, you should give him one of these. Like, put the flat arm up there like that.
We're gonna make this work. Goddammit. Hey, did you notice? It is in the. It is in the photo. It's a little blurry, but it is in there. So if
shiny as hell.
It is shiny as hell. We got to figure that out. But if Brenda's watching
Massive glare.
hopefully she sees it because I think this is the first time that it'll actually be on camera.
Yeah, it wasn't on last week.
Yeah,
because of the shininess, and we had to find a place to put it.
Yeah.
So,
which and I didn't take it down because I wasn't thinking about it because it's on the wall. It is what it is.
Hey, it's up there. We just move forward now.
Yeah,
shit's done.
We'll make it work. It happens. So yeah, I agree with this lady. I don't know that I'm comfortable with like putting complaints about restaurants out like into the world like on video like that just yet. I'm not that kind of content creator. We create other dumb shit. But I guess if we were ever to review food places, I guess then it becomes totally legit at that point in time.
I mean, yeah, we got to be honest. If we're gonna eat food in front of people and tell you what we think, it's not gonna be bullshit. I'm gonna 100%. Tell you if it sucks.
Which, are we still on for Monday, sir?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Don't tell people we're gonna make it a secret.
Yeah. We're gonna go hit up a spot. It's gonna be special edition, son.
Not your mama's spot, not the dog spot, not a liver spot, but the
spot.
Yes, sir. I'm excited about that. That's gonna be fun,
dude. I'm super excited about that. I ain't even gonna lie. That's gonna be one of the highlights of the holiday.
Oh yes. Yes.
Get on. I'm off of work. I'm not on call at work. I get to go have some good food. Hopefully it's good food, and it wasn't just a fluke.
Again. If it's not good, we're gonna fucking tell you.
We're gonna tell you. Yeah. It'll probably be we won't have a show next week. It'll be the week after, but that might be the first point of the anniversary show of this place was terrible or this place was amazing. And you really have to go
there. That's what I'm looking for. I want it to be awesome. I'm hoping for awesome. And if it's not, I'm going to be disappointed. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be disappointing.
Yeah, it's going to make me sad. I'm going to be a sad panda walking out of there.
That's all right. We'll go have some trash pandas and we'll be happy again.
Yeah.
See how that works?
Yeah. I like it.
Always a backup plan.
I like it.
Kind of a plan A, B, and C.
And F and G if we get down there. Because
goddamn right.
If what's his face from the A team didn't teach us anything, give me 15 minutes. We'll figure this shit out. Right? You know what I'm talking
he
about.
He also loved it when a plan came together.
Absolutely. 100%. 100%.
That's a first for the show. We have never talked about the A team.
We haven't
on the show. Never.
And I love the A team. I love the original A team, and I loved the new movie. I'm not gonna lie. I thought the new movie was pretty solid. There was a good cast. I mean,
it's okay.
Obviously, Quentin Rampage Jackson cannot replace Mr. T. I get it.
It's not even close, man. Mr. T is Mr. T.
But Bradley Cooper did play Face really goddamn well.
Truth. I have no rebuttal. He was fantastic.
Yeah.
And Rampage wasn't bad.
No.
He
wasn't Mr. T.
Icon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on,
but that's what happens in any movie remake is whoever they put in there, it's never as good as the first one that we see. Especially as a kid. And how do you replace the black van? with the red stripe and the spoiler on the top.
Can't.
Can't do it. Can't do
No.
it. Can't do it.
I mean,
But it
fuck,
was
for God's sake. Mr. T had his own cereal. You ever have it,
did.
by the way?
I did. I did as a kid. I only got it like once or twice because
It was expensive.
as we talked before, we didn't always get the fancy shit. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I wish back in the day I would have been able to eat a box of the Batman cereal from the 1989 movie. I never had that. I wish I would have
Me
been able
neither.
to. That's one of those. That's one of those things where I'm just like, damn, I missed out. So like now, if there's like a cereal that is associated with a movie that I kind of like, I'll go try that cereal just because. Because I
you
missed out.
can.
Because I can. I missed out. It's like shoes. It's like shoes. I didn't get the fancy ass shoes. Now I can buy fancy shoes, so I'm going to. And I'm going to take part in that because I don't give a shit. I'm an adult, goddammit. I work hard for my money, and if I got to spend a little money to have fun, then I'm going to fucking spend a little money to have fun.
I'm a grown ass man.
I
I
am
pay
a-
taxes. I'm gonna buy the fucking shoes I want. God damn it.
I don't know that I'm a grown ass man.
Hey,
I'm still
fucking
like
40 years old. You're a man.
I am a man, but I don't know that I'm a grown ass man because I might still be like a 16-year-old in a 40-year-old man's body because I don't make the best decisions in the world. We both know that. I was vice president. Huh?
That's every 40-year-old man.
I was about to say I was vice president of Team Bad Decisions for a little while there. Remember?
Oh yeah, that team. It was crazy.
That was a good team, though. It was a good team.
Had a lot of players and a lot of captains. Like, how are we all
Right?
captains on this team? There's a lot of us. We're making some spectacularly bad life decisions.
Ooh.
That's what we do.
That's what we did. We make better
That is
decisions
true.
now.
Absolutely.
We do make better decisions now. I guess that's what happens
Whole
when
lot
you
better.
get above like 35. You kind of have to stop and think about: should I really do that? Should I? And then
Well,
you like think twice.
Yeah, because it's hard to recover. Like when you're in your 20s, you can recover real easy. No matter what it is, you're like, I'm going to bounce back. When you start to get those later 30s, it's like, ooh.
Yeah.
I want to retire. I
Like,
can't do that. That's going to throw me off track.
I can't start over. I'm already into this. All right, yeah, I can't start over just yet. I got to retire once and then maybe start another career decision. I don't know though.
It's rough.
It is rough. You know what else is
Being an
rough?
adult is hard.
Speaking of which, you know what else is rough?
Hmm.
Overpriced alcohol at sports stadiums.
You ain't lying.
Utterly
You
ridiculous.
ain't
I know
lying.
that's a really weird segue to roll into that, but we are in a bar talking about drinks, talking about life. I'm tired of paying high prices at venues for beer.
And it is playoff time. So we've
Absolutely.
got 6 games this weekend, right?
Yeah.
6
3 on
games
each
this
side.
weekend. Well, and 1 Monday. So 6 games total over 3 days.
I count Monday as part of the whole. It's the weekend.
Yeah, it's a wild card
It's-
weekend, and
yeah.
it's a holiday, so we're gonna count it.
Yeah. I
So
will
that
allow
being
it.
said, I mean, it's gonna be 6 different stadiums slinging those booze, and we're
Crazy.
gonna find out who's expensive and who's not.
And we rank. Oh, all 32 teams are on here. Nice.
All 32.
Does it say on here how big the beers are?
Well, here's the thing: every stadium was different,
Right.
but if you scroll down, it's got it per ounce, so that it's a more fair and accurate measurement of the price of beer at each stadium.
Okay. I see it now. Okay. I hadn't scrolled down far enough. So this comes from vinepair.com. This is under booze news and then beer prices for NFL stadiums in 2023. And this list surprises me a little bit, but then it doesn't all at the same time. And I think about this because in this article, it talks about what does it go? 16-ounce beers, I think is what it or 12-ounce beers.
Well, 12 is what it started with, I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 12, and then it also has 16s. I don't know that I've been to a stadium unless I get a draft beer where it's anything less than 24-ounce or 25-ounce cans of beer. Am I wrong on that?
It's been a minute.
Because
I remember when we were in.
when we were in Vegas, if you wanted a draft beer, because you had to go to the bar to get the draft beer, they had
Mhm.
16-ounce cups. But if you didn't want to go to the big bar underneath the flame thing, you could go to one of the side things, but they were all those 24 or 25-ounce cans of beer.
Yeah, most places have that, and even when they have craft beer, like stadiums have craft beer
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
areas, and those are typically a pint. It's a 16-ounce beer, so that's pretty standard. I was surprised they had a 12-ounce beer at one of these stadiums. I'm like, interesting,
Right?
but
Because if I'm not mistaken, last time we went to a game, I think it was at a Royals game, a 25-ounce can of beer there was like, I want to say it was like 17 or 18 bucks. And granted, that's
uh,
baseball versus football, but I haven't been to a football game in a few years. So
I mean, at Arrowhead, we went to Allegiant last year, so we went
we
to a
didn't buy
football
cans
game
of
a
beer.
year
We bought
ago.
regular, I actually didn't have a beer there. We were drinking mixed
I had
drinks the whole time.
cocktails.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
cocktails the whole time. And those
Delicious.
were not bad priced because you
Oh
were
no,
still
they were
getting
like $10.
yeah, it was like a 12-ounce cocktail for 10 bucks or something like that.
Those things are really good.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hats off to those people. That was fantastic.
they're specialty craft ones like they have at Arrowhead and all that kind of stuff. Because at Arrowhead they have like what the chop block.
Oh, they change them every year.
Oh, do
But
they?
the
Oh, okay.
tomahawk
Okay.
chop was
Yeah.
fantastic.
The God, I can't remember which one I got just obliterated off of in the Dolphins game when we had season tickets still, but that was so delicious. Their premium craft cocktails are really good. But so the cheapest beer, which this kind of surprised me a lot, actually, was at what is it, MetLife Stadium now?
Yeah, and it's insane. How is New York, the greater New York area, have the cheapest beer?
Because it's
Makes no
Jersey.
sense.
It's Jersey. That's why. It's Jersey. It's Jersey. That's why. It's trash. It's trash, bro. I mean, look, they have their field sucks. So obviously they can't pay for good field, so they obviously can't charge for good beer.
I mean, that's true. I mean, think what you're putting out there. If you have to watch the Jets or the Giants,
Right?
you should definitely subsidize the beer prices so that people are content while they're watching that misery for 3 hours.
Because I feel like if I'm gonna watch that much of trash, like back in the day when the Chiefs were horrible and we had season tickets, like beers were cheap then. They were really like alcohol was really cheap. And the reason why is because, well, if you want people to come into the stands, you gotta have cheap drinks. And that's what it was. Well, I mean, the Giants suck.
That's it.
The Jets
That makes
suck.
sense.
I mean, up until this year, number 3 on the list was Detroit. They sucked, which Detroit doesn't surprise me, actually. I gotta sneeze. sorry. Detroit doesn't surprise me. That is a very, very blue collar town that is riddled with all kinds of homelessness. Houselessness, not homeless.
Currently experiencing being unhoused.
Right. Sorry. They, I mean, they're, I know, right? Their whole city went bankrupt, which, come on. So like I get the $5 for a small beer there. Miami doesn't really surprise me either. There's enough money from parties and shit floating around there. Theirs is also
I feel
$5
like
at 4.
Miami's one of those cities, like an LA kind of thing, where there's so many different draws and activities. Yeah. It's like we've got to have something to differentiate and pull people in.
Yeah. Atlanta also doesn't really surprise me, although I feel like they should have to supplement that since Chick-fil-A isn't open on Sundays unless they make a special thing since Chick-fil-A is in their building, which I don't know why you would have a Chick-fil-A in your building if it doesn't open on Sundays, but I don't know. Maybe it does open on Sundays.
It's for the other events they have. It's for the concerts, all the college stuff. That's what it's for, really.
Those bougie-ass people down there. And then we get...
You just named all those teams. Jets, Giants.
Top 5. Yep.
Lions, Dolphins, Falcons. All coming in at 42 cents an ounce per
Yeah.
beer.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn cheap.
It is
Like
$5
for stadium anywhere, that's cheap.
$5 for a 12-ounce beer. I feel like is a good deal because a 12-ounce beer is a 12-ounce. That's a 12-ounce can. It's a can of beer.
Sad is for like a can of beer, $5. Good deal.
Yeah.
You used to be able to get a 12-pack for like $5.
For like $6. Yeah, I know. You get a PBR for $2.50. Let me get that PBR for $2.50.
Let me get that tall boy. Down special.
Yep. Let me get that tall boy and a shot of vodka. So I'm gonna drink a little bit and pour that in there. Because those of you who don't know,
action.
That's how it works.
I used to get you that way all the time. We were tailgating.
I know. That's how you get fucked up on the cheap. Roll out that plastic bottle that ends up going inside with us.
Oh, I mean, what happened?
What? Take away my Halloween mask and see if I don't sneak a damn bottle in here.
No
Fuckers.
Shit. We're not bitter or anything.
Fuckers.
It's only been like 10 years, and we will never let the mask situation die.
Dude, it's been longer than that. I saw it's been 13 years.
Oh my God.
13 fucking years since that happened. 13 years.
It still makes you angry every time you think
Oh,
about it.
every time. Every time.
Every goddamn time.
I poured my soul into those goddamn masks.
Have we told that story? I feel like
I don't know if we might as well. We can rehash it real quick because I don't know if we have or not. So, one of our favorite things to do when we had season tickets was the Halloween games, and we would dress up. Well, one Halloween, and back in the day, I was a fan of the Insane Clown Posse. Still like their music. It is what it is. Call me what you want to call me. I don't really care.
What is a juggalo?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But if you really, really want to know, I don't know. If you order a drink and stir it with your wiener, we can find out. I don't know. Or you dip your nuts in the soup. Loop. Terrible. Absolutely
you may have a problem.
Yeah.
Fuck rednecks. Dum diddy dum.
Dum diddy dum.
That's for Tommy.
Anyway. Yeah, that is for Tommy. So the one Halloween, we decided we were going to dress up, and Tojo was with us and the Jijo because I think that was like a traditional thing for Halloween. Because they went a couple years with us, didn't they? I feel like
they may have, yeah. Especially around the Halloween time. I feel like that was
yeah. Because I didn't really have anybody to go with me, and it was always fun to have them with us because like they contributed and they drank and we had food and it was fun. Well, we were gonna go with that theme, and I went out and I bought some stuff. You bought a big ass red coat from JCPenney's, which was funny that we found that bitch. And I don't know if you still have it, but I hope you do, because I'm pretty sure me and you could both fit in that coat now together, like we did back then, because that was some funny shit.
Dude, it's a sport coat size like 70.
Yeah, it's like a 65 massive. Or 70. It's huge.
It's massive.
You was a huge bitch in that. But I went to the store and bought Jason masks, the plastic ones, and I took them home and I stenciled them up and I painted them, and it took me like a week to get it done. And each one of us had one, and we dressed up. Tom was a killer nurse or something like that. I don't even remember. Jijo was just Jijo. We just had to cover his face up. Because that's where that came from.
He likes turtles.
Yeah. Oh. I wanted to fight him so bad. So bad after that. I like turtles. God damn it, Jijo. We know you like turtles.
Shut
the fuck up.
Got it.
All because some pretty girls were dressed up like turtles. Ninja Turtles, by the way. Ninja Turtles.
Of course.
I like turtles.
Yes.
You mother... Shut up! Shut up, Jijo. And then you just... And you fucking poke at us.
Over and over again. That was fun.
It was fun. Like, goddamn it. But, so, we're wearing our masks, and we go up to the front. And we get up there. And they're like, you can't have those masks when you come in here. And it's like, what do you mean we can't have that? There's people right here that have masks on. Well, can we just put them behind our head, or put them in our pants and carry them on? Nope. You got to throw them away. You got to take them back to the car. Well, where we parked at, we weren't walking all the way back there.
Hey, no going back to the car, man. That was a long walk.
So we had to throw them away. And I was very angry about that. And I voiced my opinions right there. And then we go inside and we start walking around and we go to our seats. There's fucking masks everywhere. There's a dude in.
Hold on. Not only that, not did we see them everywhere. When I watched the TV broadcast later, they showed every time they went to break somebody in a goddamn mask.
Yeah. And there was a big ass alien mask. There was a Power Rangers mask. Like, these weren't masks that you could just hide in your shirt or something like that. They weren't like the luchador masks where you take them off and put it back on. No, this was some bullshit. No. And I swear to God, if I would have found that dude later when we were walking to the parking lot, I probably would have fought him. I probably would have fought him because I had too much alcohol at the time, and I was still angry about that. Like, I put a lot of effort into those goddamn masks because I'm still to this day, fuck them. Fuck that dude.
If you're this angry 13 years later, then you are absolutely livid on that day.
Oh my God, dude.
You were so angry.
I think you were more mad than I was because didn't you?
Pissed.
You went to customer service, didn't you?
Oh, I sure did.
Because I was like, I can't go talk to those people. As soon as we got in there.
I
know, I was like, because you were like, dude, we got to go. I was like, bro, I can't talk to those people because I will get into it with somebody. I'm that mad. You're like, all right, I got this.
I don't even remember what happened to that. I didn't cuss anybody out. That was good.
That was good.
I didn't get into a fight.
That was the last year we had season tickets, too.
Oh, yeah.
Because we decided at that point in time, we were like, we're done. We're done.
Well, we had gone 2-14, I think the year before. And we were like, wait, we re-upped. Whatever. We were like, they've been shitty for several years. We still had the tickets. And it's like, this is how you treat people that come and spend money here?
Yeah.
Nah, we're out. We're done.
Oh, we're done. We're done. So, yeah. Fuck them. That's why I don't really go to a whole lot of games anymore. I support the Chiefs, obviously. I got my Chiefs shirt on for this weekend, but I'm not going to the stadium anymore because I ain't got no time for that. But all right, so let's get back to this list. The next ones, there's nothing really shocking there. Kansas City comes in at 15. Buffalo's at 13.
We're at 13. Go down to the next one.
No,
I'm at the per ounce.
Yeah, you're at the per ounce. So let me run down to where you're at, and we'll just go off this. So yeah, Kansas City's at 13, which is 56 cents an ounce. And back up the other one, it's $9 for a 12-ounce fucking can. That's a lot.
That's expensive.
Because that's where you honestly get the 20 or the, what would it be, $18 for a 25-ounce beer.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible price.
And now it's hard to tell because they've got the massive 24-plus ounce cans.
Yeah.
Like you can get one of the seltzers, and I feel like it's a 28 ounce, maybe a 30 ounce can.
Yeah, it's almost like they're
dipping 2.5.
They're dipping into the big malt liquor, the malt liquor bottles is what they're dipping into.
I can't wait for a plastic 40-ounce bottle out there. They're going to start selling those for
Old E.
$40.
32 ounces of Old E. Edward 40 hands at the Chiefs game. Just Edward 40 hands it. Like,
maybe
this
to
is
do that tomorrow. It's going to be fucking cold.
So the highest price, because we'll just skip down to the bottom now. And this kind of surprises me. It makes no sense. It actually really surprises me. Philadelphia Eagles price per ounce is 96 cents. That's almost $1 an ounce. That's crazy expensive.
In Philly. I get it. Philly's a big city, but when I think big cities, it's not them.
It should be cheaper.
Chicago, New York, San Francisco. Like, those are the cities I think of. Hell, you just said Philly, 96 cents. LA and San Francisco are next on the list. LA's 92.
San Francisco,
75 cents.
Yep. New Orleans, 75 cents. Yeah, absolutely. I will say Jacksonville is overpriced as well, considering that is an armpit fucking shithole town of 72 cents. They're like Wamego, Kansas. They are the armpit of Florida. And yes, if you live in Wamego, Kansas, you live in an armpit. I'm sorry.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know if Jacksonville is near as bad as Wamego, but especially when we think about Florida man stories, is Jacksonville really the worst?
I don't know. That's true. Florida man though. Florida man's just fucking funny though. I mean, I feel like if you live in the state of Florida, like you're in your own country. It's like California. Like California is its own little country.
It's
like
just
Florida,
different. It's just different.
Florida's not bad. Like I love Florida. I love going down to Florida. I have family that live down there.
I'm a big fan.
But the stories that come out of there are nuts. They're crazy.
People are so weird in fucking Florida. I think it's because it's all swamp land.
It's like Eastern Europe. It's like Eastern Europe. Like the crazy stories that you hear that come out of Eastern Europe are like, how do people do that shit over there? And you're like, no, bro, we have Florida. We have Florida. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I know you're dying laughing. Tell me I'm wrong.
I love that Florida is now the same as Eastern Europe.
It's Eastern Europe, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Name another place in the world that's Florida. You can't.
So former Soviet bloc, Central Florida, same thing. As far as you're concerned.
Yeah, kind of. They do crazy, they just do crazy shit. I mean, I'm not saying that I would never visit the Eastern Bloc. Like, I kind of want to go there. I want to go to Eastern Europe. I want to see it. I want to see what makes it so crazy. I think I know why. It's pretty fucking cold there. It's like the opposite. It's cold as shit there. It's hot as shit in Florida and rains all the time. It's like humid opposite crazy.
Florida. That's the problem. Yeah. Because you could deal with heat, that humidity.
Yeah.
My
Arizona.
God, it sucks.
Do you hear about Arizona, man? No, because it's dry heat. Do you hear about New Mexico, man? No, because it's dry heat. And nobody hears about Texas because there's too much shit that goes on in Texas.
Oh, there's a lot of shit that goes on in Texas.
Where do we hear about? Florida man. One of the greatest things in the world is to type in your birthday and put --Florida man just to see what happens on your birthday. What's the craziest story that comes out of Florida on your birthday? It's great times. If you haven't done it, you should do it. It's pretty fun. Google that shit. Use the Googles. Use the Googles.
I love it. You know who's giving Florida a run for their money right now?
Who's that?
Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
It feels like they are really trying to fight for who's the most crazy.
They might be the Florida of the North.
100%. See, they would match up because they got that stupid cold and they got the stupid humidity down there, so it just fucks everybody up.
The Eastern Bloc.
Exactly.
I don't know what to tell you.
Stupid fucking cold.
I'm just saying.
Oh, my God.
You never thought you'd ever hear that in your life, did you? Comparing Florida to the Eastern Bloc of Europe.
I'm actually really excited that we have done that now.
Market 8, dude. Market 8.
And on that note, I think we should move on to sports.
All right, well, let's move on to sports then. This is going to be a good weekend. Yeah. So, okay, real quick, just one last story because you did bring this up. There's a rumor floating around in the NFL, and this is from Bleacher Report, that Sean Payton, good old Sean Payton, who we've already talked about, had the bonehead of the week last week, one of those awards, for trying to keep Russell Wilson out, to have the final say of the Broncos firing their GM. That's nuts.
Yeah, that is
sorry, but that's
insane. Nuts. I mean, we touched briefly on the Russell Wilson contract situation, like them asking him to switch up and take out the guaranteed money, and that's bullshit.
Which is nuts.
We were both like, there's no fucking way anybody would agree to that, ever.
No, not at all.
And then we hear that afterwards. We hear that, Sean Payton is just going to fire the GM, and he's going to take over and do everything.
Sean Payton's a first-year coach. First year, mind you. I don't even know that Bill Belichick had that much power, and he's one of the people who's obviously now retired, had that much power. Like, I don't think, well, but I don't know that he ever, did he ever utilize that power?
Oh, yeah.
Did he?
That's why their draft picks were so goddamn bad. He can't evaluate wide receivers to save his life because he's a defensive guy. That's why they never had good weapons.
That's true.
He had all the power, and he shouldn't have.
So, do you think Clark Hunt would allow Andy Reid to get rid of Veach?
No, I think they have.
Or is there enough mutual respect?
There?
Like the mutual respect?
Hunt Yeah, and Beach, and they're all on the same page. And I feel like they will talk stuff out. And honestly, I think if it came down to it, Andy would probably have the final say. Just let's be honest, he's one of the greatest coaches
Well, yeah, I
ever,
mean,
has
yeah,
more
absolutely.
experience than all of them. I'm going to go with what he says. But
I would buy that.
there's probably discussions. There's probably serious discussions a lot of times. And then he just may tip the scale in his favor,
Which,
be my guess.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I wish I had to say as to who my boss was. I mean,
Yeah,
like
no shit.
for a company, that'd be great, but I don't, and I respect that because, well, I don't get to choose my boss, so you know. But it would be fun to be able to, it'd be able to fun to have that kind of sway decision.
Hell yeah. Chain of command, I'm at the top.
Yeah, exactly.
What I say, go. I'm the boss, applesauce.
Yep.
Let's
Yep.
go.
This is my house, bitch. Fuck your couch. Fuck your couch.
It's a Godfather. He sleeps 20 feet away. Damn right.
Damn it. I'm gonna get you a glamour shot of that in your house. God damn it.
Please do.
I'm serious, man. I'm gonna need a picture of you in a suit, like Godfathered up, and Jean Grey can't say no if it's a gift. She can't say no,
That's
and it's
true.
just gonna end up in the house. Like it might end up right behind you, like right now. It might end up right behind you. I don't know.
I'm in the basement, and that is 100% where it will go. I guarantee you right now. I could walk in with this fucking 5 foot tall painting, and she's like, "That's gonna look great in the basement."
No, goddamn it! It's going on the mantle. It's going on the mantle. I'll super glue it to the wall. I won't do that, but
I'm gonna put cotton balls in my mouth, like the actual Godfather.
It'd be like, and you gotta like sink them down. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
Get
gonna
a little,
shit.
get a little touch of gray for your hair, so you can put that one little like stripe that's like right here in most of them. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
All
Slick
right,
that
so this
shit
goes
back.
out. I'm gonna get personal for a minute.
Oh shit.
Anybody that listens to this program that is an artist, I'm going to need to commission a painting from you of me as the Godfather. So reach out to us, Fatty's Over 40 on Facebook. You can get us on YouTube, whatever. Get at me. I need this painting.
Simmons at the cigar shop has some professional paintings in there from people. So maybe we'll talk to him about that.
Oh,
I bet we could make that happen because he has the best place to take that picture in one of those high back chairs that would look perfect for that photo. Maybe we both do. Maybe we need one of each of us, and then the Dons together.
Oh, I like this.
Like side by side, like sitting in the chair, like with the fireplace behind. You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With a cigar in the hand and a cup of bourbon.
Gotta have a cigar.
And a little bourbon.
Scotch.
Yep. Done.
Okay.
It's gonna happen.
So good S people. We got some shit to do.
Might be your
Christmas. To do it.
Might be your Christmas present next year.
It might be your Christmas present.
What'd you guys get each other? Oh, you'll see.
Check this out. We're gonna run out of wall space behind you, in the studio. So
we're gonna have to add like 12 cameras in here so that it can just be like, oh, there's the Godfather over there. Oh, there's the Godfather. There's the Dons. The Dons are here. We're gonna have to get a little miniature version so we can set it on the desk.
It's gonna be fantastic. I cannot wait. It's gonna be so good.
Such a terrible idea, but it's gonna be amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Terrible, whatever. It's an amazing idea.
Team bad decision. Team bad decision. We're getting back together. We're getting the band back together.
I will say this: fine art is a good place to put your money right now.
That is
Those
true.
Returns, they're better than a lot of other things.
That's true. This is why people on December 31st buy expensive ass paintings and expensive ass helicopters.
Yep.
Because you get a tax break. Let's go. Thanks, Donald Trump. Appreciate it.
Hey, not everything he did was bad. There's some good things in there.
Yeah, until they run out in 2 years. So we got to make this happen now.
Let's go. All right, we are on the sports.
Yep.
We talked about beer prices. We talked about the goddamn dumpster fire that is the Broncos. Man, that makes me happy every time we talk about it.
Yeah, they're trash.
So happy for them to shit the bed. Just be terrible for the next 3 years. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the playoffs this weekend a little bit. We have some solid matchups because I believe
Hmm.
when we recorded last week, we didn't have a full picture of the playoffs for the AFC. We knew how it was going
Correct.
to be in the NFC. The win and get in with Green Bay, which they did win. But let's start in the AFC, and we'll kind of roll. You want to roll into the Fat Four too, since we're already talking about it. We can kind of do it all
Oh
together.
yeah, we didn't do the Fat Four this week. We talked about it last week.
Right.
We're gonna pick every game. I'll pick every game going forward in the playoffs, and we'll see
Yep.
how that goes.
By the way, your Fat Four, you went 3-1 last week. Since we're on the subject, you are 22, 14, and 4. I think that's a pretty solid ending for what we did. And you're in the money. You're
Damn
in the
right, son.
money. Proud of you, bro.
That's what
Proud of you.
happens.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I work hard on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And if you followed my picks, you won some money.
This is
So
true.
congratulations to you.
Yes, sir. So let's start in the NFC. We will save our game for the last. But let's start with the Packers Cowboys, which
Mm.
I'm shocked that my boys made it. I really am. I figured it was going to be like last year with Detroit, and they were going to shit the bed, but they didn't.
Mhm.
I'm proud of them. Jordan Love did his
So,
thing this year.
are you going to give Jordan Love a little credit?
I'll give him a little credit. I'll give him credit.
All
I mean, they did play the Bears, which are a little bit of a hot garbage this year, but they weren't that terrible.
They had a lot going on.
Yeah, they did. They've
As
had a
far
lot going on.
as like off
Personnel
field
and
issues.
yeah.
It was yeah.
Yeah.
So even for Bear standards, I'm going to give them a pass. And say we'll just kind of judge what they do going forward as far as with Poole being there. I'll say this: it was a very odd choice to say they're going to keep Eberflus as the coach.
Yeah.
Kind of was awkward.
Yeah. But they have improved the last 2 years with him as the coach. So maybe their third year, they're hoping he either gets over the hump or he's gone. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe we'll see. I don't know,
But
but
the line for the Packers game was what? It was plus 7.5 when you
I
to
can tell you
Green
what it's
Bay
gone to.
when you put this out. And originally you had taken the Packers. You have now changed your mind. Am I correct on that?
Yeah, so it started out Dallas. It's -7.5. It has gone to Dallas -7.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I switched. I'm 100%. Even if it's at 7.5, I'm confident that the Cowboys will get this. So
You think they're going to cover?
-7, -7.5. Cowboys are going to cover. At home, they're a much better team.
That's true.
And I didn't think about this before. The playoffs are completely different. Jordan Love's never been there. This is going to
That's
be
true.
the fastest game he's ever played in his life. And I don't see him keeping up and just having a good effort in his first go
Yeah.
round. I think there should be some mistakes. And at home, Dallas will crush a lot of people.
Well, and I don't know that Jordan Love has played in Jerry's World yet. Jerry's World in and of itself is intimidating, I would say.
Mhm.
I mean, 100,000+
That's
seats,
massive.
the big ass TVs. I mean, if you've never played there, the first time you're going to play there, yeah, that's a little intimidating to me.
Yeah, because there's not many stadiums in the NFL that look like that.
No,
Like Lambeau's
No, 'cause-
historic, but it's nothing like Jerry's house.
right. Well, and you're in a dome, essentially. I mean, playing in a dome,
It is. It's a dome.
there's an advantage. There's absolutely an advantage. And if you're used to playing on grass like they are the whole time, you may not be used to it yet. So I would completely agree with you. I would pick the Cowboys over the Packers, even though they're my team. I still would, for the reason of what it is, I would take the Cowboys as well. Because I think they're going to win by probably 17-14. That's what I'm guessing.
I'm thinking more 10, but yeah, I think it's
Okay.
going to be a double two-score game,
Yep.
comfortable win.
Yep.
Green Bay's probably coming back. They're probably down by 17, score a touchdown at the end in garbage
Time. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. All right, so taking the Cowboys. The next game I think is a really good matchup. Despite the fact that the Rams record doesn't really look it, but the Rams are 3.5 at the Lions.
And that has come down. It is now -3 for the Rams
Okay.
on the road at the Lions.
Are you still taking the Rams?
100%.
Ooh.
100%.
You don't think Jared Goff is gonna
I don't.
points aside, who wins this game?
100%. It's going to be the Rams. I think Matt Stafford
Woo!
comes back in. I think they give him a little happiness.
Yeah.
And then by the time he's leaving, they're booing. They're probably throwing stuff. Because
So does
like, you never did shit here, and then you come in and knock us out in the first round when we won the division for the first time in 30 fucking years. It's
So
going to be a
does-
lot of this. They're going to be angry.
Does Aiden Hutchinson not get off this game then?
I mean, I don't see him as a factor.
Okay.
Honestly,
Okay.
what really makes me think about this, it's an AFC team that gives me this. The Ravens have rolled every NFC team they played.
That's true.
The only one that gave them a game was the Rams.
That's
And the
true.
Rams the past few weeks have been playing really good. Nakua's healthy. Everybody's healthy on the offensive side. What's his face? Kyrene Green? Is that it?
That sounds
Who's the
right.
running back? He is amazing.
Oh,
I just
yeah,
don't
he's
see
good.
the Rams losing this game. I know
He's
it
really
sucks.
good.
I feel bad for Lions fans. They've been getting punched in the nuts for a long time. You got another year of it. I'm sorry. It's
Even-
there.
Even when Barry Sandbags was there.
Oh,
So, all right. Well,
Man.
I would take the Lions. I would just my call on that. I think the Lions are gonna. Jared Goff's gonna wiggle his wiener at Sean Payton and go, "Look what I did, bitch."
maybe it's Sean McVay.
Oh,
He's going to tell Sean McVay to go lick his ass.
oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. My bad. You're right. Here. You want some of these pennies? These are ass pennies.
Say, would you like a chocolate covered pretzel?
So,
So yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be a good game.
I
it'll
think
be an
that
entertaining
that
game either
that
way.
actually could be the game of the weekend, potentially. It really
What'd
could.
you think about my next NFC pick?
I actually agree with this pick 100% because I think the Bake Show rolls. I do. The Eagles. I'm a fan of the Eagles just because of Jason Kelsey. Plus, I like that organization right now. I've never had a problem with the Eagles. One of my favorite defensive linemen came from the Eagles. Randall Cunningham came from the Eagles. Like, they have a good history of things. I loved it when Andy Reid was there before. I never had a problem with the Eagles.
Fucking
I
Shady
think-
was a blast to watch.
Oh boy,
Man, I love Shady in Philly. That was
Oh.
fucking fun.
that was fun. But I just don't. I think they have too many problems going on right now, and I think the Bucs are going to steal this. And granted, the Bucs are the home team, which they shouldn't be because the Eagles have a better record. However, I think they steal this game from them. I really do. I really think they steal it.
I'm with you. That spread is still 3. Tampa Bay is +3 on this. I think Tampa Bay wins outright.
Yeah.
The Eagles are absolutely struggling. Think about what happened last week. Not even the past 5 weeks have been
It's
terrible.
been 5
But last
games, yeah.
week, you needed to win against a
And they
division
shit the
opponent.
bed.
Against a shitty division opponent.
Yeah.
And you showed up. We didn't even show up. You got your
No.
ass beat. You got absolutely rolled.
Did they even
got your
score a
start-
point in that game?
Oh, they scored,
Did they?
but
Okay.
it wasn't a lot.
I would say
Fuck,
they were
you had
getting
your
beat.
starters in. It's not like they were not trying.
Well, I know at
Fucking
one time.
Hurts got injured, hurt his finger
Yeah.
on his throwing hand,
Yeah.
and then came back in.
Leave him out.
What are we doing, guys?
Leave him out. This is the Joe Burrow shit all over again. If you're down
Sirianni is going to lose his job.
if you're down 17, I did see that earlier actually. Mormon sent me a thing that says if they lose, is
He's
Sirianni
getting
out?
fired.
I
I
can
think
see
he's
it.
going to be fired. 100%.
I can see it.
Especially with everybody who's available right now. Can you
Oh.
imagine Belichick going
We
to
haven't even-
Philly?
We haven't. Belichick's done.
Oh,
he's
he ain't
done.
done.
Yeah, he
He
is.
ain't done, bro.
He's done.
He's going somewhere.
If he does anything, he'll do what Pete Carroll did, and he'll become a consultant or something like that.
Should we place another bet? A bottle?
Wait, what was our $1 bet the other day? What was that
Oh,
on?
that's a good question. I have to go back and look.
Damn it! Because I've been
I
thinking
don't
about that.
remember.
I've been thinking about that. I'm like, what did we bet? What was our dollar bet on? but I can't remember because I have to
I
get
can't
the
remember.
fake dollar. I have to get the fake dollar and put. Or no,
I
I'm gonna
would
get a
put it up
million.
there.
I'm gonna get $1 million bill and put it up there. That's what I'll do. I'll get $1 million
Little movie
bill because those are
cash.
fake. Yes,
I like it.
because that's
All
funny.
right, bet.
Okay, I'll do Belichick will not be a coach.
And I'm saying, wait, are we gonna put we gotta put a time frame on it? 'Cause
He
I'm
will
not sure
not be
he'll
a
do it
coach.
next year.
He will not be a coach in 2024.
How about the next 2 years? Because I don't know. I think he may take a year off, but I think he may go somewhere after that.
He's 72 years old. He's not coming back.
Fair enough. Then we can do it for next year. I think he'll get hired somewhere. You say no.
All right. Well, we'll do our gentlemen's. This is our end of the year bet, like we did last year with Chris Jones. This is the Bill Belichick. Is he coming back to football as a coach, not a GM, and not a?
He's got to be a coach.
He's got to be a coach.
No analyst bullshit. That doesn't count. He's got to be a coach.
Okay. All right. Handshake.
That's so awkward looking. So terrible.
Pound it. Window pound. Window pound it.
Found it, bro.
No window love. No window love. Go sell that shit. No window love.
Oh, Billy. You're going off the rails so quick.
Oh yeah. This is what happens when we're not here to be beside each other and go, what the fuck are you doing?
We put it on a Friday night. We're like, fuck it. Do whatever you want.
It's Friday. You ain't got no job and you ain't got shit to do.
Wait, how'd I get fired for stealing boxes on my day off?
Hey, that wasn't me. I wasn't stealing boxes. I wasn't stealing boxes. They got you on video. Nah, that wasn't me. That
wasn't me. Wasn't
me,
man.
Right. Let's switch to the AFC. We'll start with Steelers at the Bills. Is that still at 10?
That has gone to 9.5.
Ooh. So does that change your pick of the Steelers at plus 10.5 or 9.5?
When I locked it in at 10, I don't think so. The reason being, the weather in Buffalo is going to be just as bad or worse than in Kansas City.
Yes.
And the Steelers aren't going to score, but their defense, the whole TJ Watt thing is what gives me pause.
Yeah.
That's what makes me want to pick the Bills because I think the Bills are going to win. I just don't see the margin there.
You don't think they're going to cover?
No, because I think Josh Allen is going to do what he does and give the ball away.
Yep.
So there'll be a defensive score by the Steelers. There'll be an offensive score by the Bills.
So what do you think?
Field goals. I'm thinking more like a 16-7 kind of game.
I was going to say 17-10, possibly.
Yeah. So somewhere in there.
Okay. So I don't disagree.
I think the Bills are going to win. I want to be clear. I don't think the Steelers are going to win this game.
But you don't think they're going to cover?
I think it's going to be really hard in those conditions to cover.
Okay. I'll buy that. Browns at Texans, which I love to see that the Browns are minus 2.5. I love it. I love it.
This one I'm not 100% on. I wanted to change my pick on this one.
How are you going to go against your boy CJ Stroud? How are you going to go
Houston
against him,
Houston is now +2. +2. So again, I'll go back to what we talked about for Jordan Love. Playoffs can be very quick. Very quick.
Yeah. And
that
Flacco
defense in Cleveland is amazing.
And they're playing in a dome where there's no weather this time. And I think the Browns roll them. I think Flacco continues. I think the Browns roll them. I think that defense is going to go off. The Texans are a very young team. The Browns, I think they're going to roll them. I think that's a 7+ win.
I think the Browns win.
Yeah.
I have a feeling they're going to win. I mean, clearly I documented on the picks. I took the Browns to cover 3 points. It was 2.5 when I picked it.
Yep.
And I'm still confident in that pick. I just feel like that defense is going to be too much for Stroud to overcome as a rookie.
Yep, I would agree. And if Stroud plays like he normally plays, it's going to be a close game because I hate to say it, but he's exceeded expectations this year for being an Ohio State
100%.
quarterback. And
100%.
I won't walk back anything that I said at the beginning of the year. I still think he's trash, but he is playing very well. I won't discount him on that. I still think he's a trash Ohio State quarterback because I hate Ohio State. So that's okay. That is okay.
Well, here's what we'll do. We're going to give him another year. And then at the end of next year, if he repeats what he did now, I think you're going to have to apologize to CJ.
I won't apologize. I will never apologize to an Ohio State quarterback ever. Even Joe Burrow, that piece of shit. But I will admit that he is playing better than what he should. How about that?
Such a left-handed compliment. You're playing
Exactly.
better than you should.
Yeah, exactly.
You're trash.
Exactly.
God.
Maybe he should switch to wide receiver like Terrell Pryor, and then he can last in the NFL for 10 years. Otherwise, he's not going to. The only reason Joe Burrow's in the NFL is because he went to LSU, because he couldn't beat out the Ohio State quarterback, even though he goes to LSU and wins a national championship. Go figure. That piece of shit.
Clearly, Ohio State, not the foremost authority on good quarterbacks.
Hey,
it's been well documented.
I was going to say, I will say this, and granted, a few of these quarterbacks aren't nothing to write home to mom about, but there are 5 starting quarterbacks this week that all came from what conference? The Big 12.
We got the Big Show. Pat.
Yep. Keep going.
Also got starting quarterback wise.
Mason Rudolph. Jalen Hurts.
Oh, Jalen does count. Yes,
he does, because he took Oklahoma to the national championship. Even though he came from SEC, he still graduated from OU and took them to the national championship game.
I'm going to count it. I like it.
Who's the 5th one? There's one more. Baker Mayfield. It. No, there's
I'm looking
5.
at quarterbacks. Flacco wasn't. CJ wasn't. Tua wasn't. Pat was. So that's 1. Mason, yes. Josh Allen, no. Jordan Love, no. Dak, no. Matt Stafford, no. Jared Goff, no. Baker, yes. Jalen Hurts, yes.
Oh, so it's 4. Okay. Still.
It's 4.
4 of the 12 teams. That's pretty good in my opinion.
However, you do playoff field, 49ers, Brock Purdy.
That's the 5th one. That's the 5th one. Okay, but they're not playing this week, but there's 5. Okay, that's the 5th one. It was Ohio. Yeah. It was Iowa State. That's right. Which nobody cares about Iowa State. Nobody.
That is the most underachieving team of all time. They had 5 players that are playing in the NFL starting, and you didn't even win the conference?
No. They barely made a bowl game in the 4 years that he was there. Go figure.
Yikes.
And they had a good coach there. Go figure.
Did they have a good coach there?
Yeah, he's not bad. Okay.
Are you sure?
He's an average. We'll go with that. He's average.
I mean, he had Lazard, Breece Hall, Brock Purdy. Who else? There's linemen that were on that team. You had NFL
There was a great
starters.
Defense. Yeah. Yeah. And they shit the bed.
I'm going to go with not a good coach.
Yeah, okay. All right. I said average.
Average at best.
I said average. I changed it. I changed it to average.
Fair enough.
All right. So let's get to the game that matters the most for us. Dolphins at Chiefs, -4, which they should have went ahead and made it like -10 because of the wind chill, just because that's what it's supposed to be.
It's up to 4.5 FYI.
Oh, wow. That's actually kind of surprising. The injury report for both teams is not good for either team. Waddle is questionable.
Terrible.
He's going to play. Mostert is questionable. He's going to play. Their center's out. Phillips is out. This is for the Dolphins, sorry. Bradley Chubb is out. They had to go out and sign Houston this week in order to shore up their defensive line. That tells me one thing. If Andy Reid and Matt Nagy do not run the goddamn ball 30, 40 times, I'm going to get pissed because
Whoa. Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
They need to run the fucking ball this week. It's cold. Run the fucking ball. It's cold.
They can run the ball because it's cold. But Pat should have a minimum of seconds every time he drops back to throw the ball.
Well, that's the problem, though. But that's going to be the problem.
He's got old Houston.
Yeah.
And he's got a fat Melvin Ingram.
Yeah.
Have you seen that dude?
Yeah.
He looks like he's been spent the year off at the fucking buffet.
I mean, he is in Miami now. I can't blame him for that.
He's going to be the edge rusher? The fuck out of here.
That's why they had to get Houston. That's why they had to go get Houston.
Who
so that he can
hasn't played
for
forever.
2 downs. 2 downs.
It's a joke. If the Chiefs don't have an hour to throw the fucking ball, I'm going to be angry.
Well, the
Even
other problem
with our bullshit.
I was going to say the other problem with Kansas City is our line is questionable, especially considering who has to come back this week since Morris is out.
Donovan Smith is back this week.
Oh, is he?
He's been out for the last 5-6 weeks.
Okay.
He should be healthy and ready to go.
Okay.
I think they did this by design, keep him out to the playoffs. I think Jawan Taylor is going to be back this week as well.
Yeah, Jawan Taylor's supposed to be back.
He's not on injured report.
Yeah.
So we have starting tackles. They're not the best, but if they can't hold off those has-beens, then we have to revamp and get new tackles this offseason because that's fucking terrible.
Yeah, that's bad. I mean, Jerick McKinnon being out is a huge blow. It has been since he's been out. I miss him.
Yeah. He's out for the season.
Yeah. Kadarius Toney could go jump in the river and float down somewhere else to St. Louis if he wants to, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, we don't care. Yeah, we don't give a shit.
Snead, hopefully his was it his hamstring, I think was his issue? He had a leg issue. Calf.
It's a calf.
Okay. Yeah. Hopefully he's good because we're going to need him on Tyreek Hill.
He'll be fine.
And Reed
he sat
shadowing.
out last week. He's ready to go.
Justin Ross is listed as questionable, which he did have some good minutes. I think he'll play. PFF finally did the Chiefs a solid, if you noticed it. I'm finally proud of them. I still don't think they're the 5th overall power rank, but they finally decided that, Kansas City's defense is in the top 10. The last week of the goddamn season, they have them ranked as 8th finally. And how long have I been bitching about this?
How long? They've been the number 2 scoring defense for like 7 weeks.
I know, right? It's ridiculous.
Or more, actually. It's been a long fucking time.
Yeah. Power rank, their offense is still 11th, which I agree with. Dolphins is ranked number 2. I agree with that also.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I think this game is going to come down to which team can hold on to the ball the best, because those balls are going to be hard as shit. Hopefully, Pat's touch passing fuck ups the entire year. Maybe he was planning for that. Maybe in the script for this year. Maybe in the script it said, "Hey, work on your touch passes because it's going to be really cold the day that you guys play. The weather machine from the Wizard of Oz is going to be active. Don't pay attention to the guy behind the curtain, but it's going to be cold." So later on, when you come back and say, we beat Tyreek Hill's ass for the second time, he can say, "Nah, bro, it's cold. It doesn't count. It was cold. Doesn't count." Just like it didn't count that they kicked his ass in Germany this year.
Yeah, no, I don't have any problem with that. I think it's going to be a running game. The thing that's really kind of, let's say, chapped my ass this week is the national media keeps talking about. Ooh, can you give me some?
Yeah, I got some. I got you. I'll call Flores. Flores will hook us up.
Cream for everything.
And a shot. Cream and a shot.
So everybody has been talking about how good the run game is for Miami. Right? They're like, they average this much, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Mostert, HN. Great. I love it. They have had some games where they do that. The games where they run well is when they're ahead.
Mm-hmm.
It's not super cold.
Yep.
And there's only like 5 guys in the box because the other team is afraid of getting burnt deep.
Yep. Because they're already up 10 to 15 points and they run the ball so that they can throw it again because they creep everybody up and then they throw it deep.
And then they beat them deep again.
It's
the Chiefs, the first time they played the Dolphins, did not have a light box because they're like, we're not going to get burnt.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Tyreek can do whatever he wants.
Yep.
Snead's going to punch him in the mouth.
Yep.
figuratively.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
He's going to chuck him off the line. He's going to throw off the route.
He's not Jamar Chase. We don't hate him that much. I still got love for Tyreek Hill.
I don't. I do love Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase?
No. Fuck that dude.
He could jump off he could take a long walk off a short pier.
Little pier. Yeah, fuck him. No, I still love Tyreek Hill. I'm not mad at him for going to Miami and getting his bag. He got his fuck you money, and I'm proud of him for that. I'm not mad at him.
You think he's sad that he left?
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. This is why was it last year and then this year? Oh, Tua's the most accurate quarterback ever, hyping everything up. And then it's like, ooh, maybe I should have stayed in Kansas City.
Yeah.
I mean, considering they have one win against a team above 500. One win.
If you saw his quote today, he said he hasn't texted Pat since.
Oh, no, I didn't see that. They're too famous
and
for him.
It's like, Kelsey, I guess he's busy with T. Swift.
Taylor?
He texted me back. So I guess they're too famous for me now. And I was like, oh, there's somebody who feels like they're missing out.
Yeah. He misses his boys. I'm not mad at him for that. He misses his boys. And he wanted to live in Miami, closer to his family. I get that.
And get paid. Okay.
Yeah.
You earned it.
No.
Go get your fucking bag, dude.
Absolutely.
I have no ill will.
Nope.
Had it not been twice this year.
Had it not been for
we
him
won a Super Bowl last year, so
what did we win the Super Bowl in 19 or 20?
Technically it was 20, but it was the 19 season.
The 19 season. Had it not been for him and getting open on the Wasp play, we don't win that Super Bowl. We don't come back in that Super Bowl. So he is every bit of Kansas City royalty and plays for Miami that will be. I have no problem with that, man. He could come back in a couple years when his stuff is up. If he's still got any gas in the tank, he'd come back here. I'd welcome him with open arms. I wouldn't be mad at him. Not at all. I said provided he has gas left in his tank.
Yeah.
Provided that.
Yeah. I don't know how that's going to go. That'll be we have to think on that one. But it's not because of ill will. It's just because of his age.
Yep.
That's all.
Absolutely. So
who you picking?
I have to take Kansas City. In the playoffs, I will not take them this year. I made that mistake last year in the Super Bowl. I won't make that mistake this year, which means I'm going to call this now. I'm sticking with them. They're going to lose. They're not going to make it to the Super Bowl because I take them. That's why.
Probably. You probably fucked it up.
I did. But
I'll say this.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say this week, the Dolphins coming to town, shitty fucking weather. I have the utmost confidence that the Chiefs will win an ugly game.
Yeah.
We said, score is not going to be great. Might be 17-10, something in that ballpark. It's not going to be amazing. It's going to be an ugly game. It's going to look like a Marty Ball game.
Yeah.
But let's be honest. That's who we are.
Yep.
We've got an elite
That's
defense.
the way it should be. Yeah.
We've got a great quarterback. We just take what they give us. Don't make mistakes. You win the game.
Yep. Now, next week, when we go play the Bills,
oof.
Josh Allen is playing like a beast. He's playing like a man on fire right now. And it proved it the last, 6 games of the season? What?
I don't know if I'd say he's playing like a man on fire.
Well, he is. I'm not saying that he's not throwing interceptions and shit because he's still Josh Allen. I didn't say he was playing lights out. I said he's playing like a man on fire. What happens when you get caught on fire? You start making mistakes, and a lot of them. But just like Brett Favre used to do, just like Brett Favre used to do, is he'd throw 4 picks and go throw 6 touchdowns. He didn't give a shit about picks, and I don't think Josh Allen cares about picks. He's a gunslinger.
He gives 0 fucks.
Yeah.
0 fucks about picks.
He is a gunslinger, and I like him for that. Do I like the Bills? No. Do I have respect for Josh Allen? Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I like watching Josh Allen play the game.
I love the fact
he's fun to watch.
I love the fact that he plays like Cam Newton did because I loved watching Cam Newton.
I honestly think he's better than Cam Newton.
Oh, I'm not saying that he's not. I think he's better also.
I think his arm is stronger than Cam.
He's a more refined passer than what Cam Newton was. Mm-hmm. But Cam Newton used to run like a goddamn bull, and just like Allen did. Oh my god!
Fantastic!
Absolutely, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to watch.
and Josh Allen will do that. He should stop because he has no regard for his building or his body. But you should probably start thinking about that.
He's trying to get his wins now before later on in the year when Stephon Diggs and that team just implodes again, because their window has, I think, like there's a little crack left. Because after this year, I think that window shuts if they don't win it this year.
Oh, 100%. This would be the year they have,
because money is going to get real tight for them real quick. Because Von Miller, I don't know, Von Miller's going to be able to make it back on that defense, and that defense is already just shady and sketchy as shit. And
their
then if
safeties
Stephon
are
Diggs,
old and past their prime, they got to go.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's be honest. So, this is it. This is the last ride for the Bills. You get it or you don't.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, this was fun. This is way better than our last time trying to do this shit. Way better.
Yeah. I mean, it took us a little while to get on the air, but once we were on.
Hey, man, if we didn't have technical difficulties before a show, this would not be 40 Fatties Over 40. Let's be honest.
You ain't lying.
Let's be honest. So
that's what we do.
All right, brother. Well, I will catch up with you when I get back from Vegas. Obviously, we'll talk in the meantime, but we got a special show coming, and it's going to be fun.
It'll be a couple weeks from now. Wait for it. We'll have a little break, and then we'll do the show.
Yep. So until then, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your grandma, tell your enemies. Like us. Check us out on YouTube. This video will be up on YouTube. It'll be on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, iHeartRadio. Did I miss any?
Fuck, I don't know. Everywhere but Google, man. Everywhere but Google.
There you go. Also, go like us on Instagram. I don't have a whole lot of content out on there, but I'll get some more on there. It's coming. I'll take some photos from Vegas and put it on Instagram for you fools so that you can see my fatness and all my glory. Okay. Oh, by the way, the shiny suit is coming out. I fit back in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So there's going to be pictures of that. I'm going to have this. Yeah. I'm going to recreate the picture.
Oh, yeah.
The Vegas picture. You know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Get it.
All right, brother. I will holler at you later.
Sounds good, man.
All right.
Bye.
Peace.